Hello, welcome to my channel. Now, STEMY YELSHA has been deported back to Kenya from Germany. If you've never heard of her, she's a content creator who relocated to Germany with her mother after she married a German national when she was around 11 years. So she first came on my radar last year when she posted a video about her immigration challenges. Let's just see what she had to say.
See this video right here. I posted it was it last week? Some days ago. So this video was about Germany, that they want to deport me. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning so that you guys understand because so much people had so much questions, and I totally understand. And some of them also misunderstood the whole story. And in TikTok you only have to talk like 3 minutes, so I tried to like make everything very, very fast. So today I'm gonna take a little bit of my time before my baby comes from school, and I'm just gonna explain to you from 0 to 100, but not the whole story, because we're gonna talk about this the whole day. Guys, me, I never thought I'm gonna talk about this like publicly. That same day that I got that deportation, the second deportation, I did not plan for it. I woke up and I was like, you know what, let me do a vlog. That is my last vlog. You can go and check it out. And then I went there, and then things happened. So I never even wanted to talk about it that day or any other time. But I thought about it and I say, why not? Because I am going to document all this. Yes, I'm going to document all this, and I want to see myself in the next 20 years or 5 years where I'm going to be, because I just want to see my progress. I was also afraid of the negativity, because Kenyans, or most people are going to be so happy that they're going to be like, oh my god, you're going to be deported. Wow, look at you, look at you. And people are very, very fast on celebrating your downfall. But I was surprised that 80% of the people that commented in my video, they were so supportive, they were so loving, and I really appreciate for all the people who have good hearts. I'm so grateful for you. God is going to bless you for your good heart. That day that I made that video, I was confused. I was sad. And not because I'm going back to Kenya. Guys, don't get me wrong. I love Kenya. I prefer life in Kenya than here. 100%. But I was only sad that they're going to take me away when I've not planned myself, when I have not saved, when I have not, gotten into that position whereby I am ready to go. Because people always tell you save before you go to Africa, or else you are going to suffer, you're going to live on the street and stuff. So that was the only reason why I felt sad. Mind you, me, I wanted to come back maybe in the next 2 years or something, because I never imagined myself living here. Me, I did not want to come here. When I was in Kenya, you know how some of you guys are so excited to come. Oh my god, you're going to Europe. Oh my god, da da da. My gut did not want to. But due to family, and my mother could not leave me in Kenya, she did not have anybody to leave me in Kenya with, I had to come. So when I came to Germany, I was not happy about this place. I have to explain this so that you understand the whole story. So I was not happy.
So her story stood out to me because, like you've heard, and like many people, she prefers Kenya over Germany. So last month, she made it home finally and got to do an interview on LYNN's channel where she gave details about her experience in Germany. And this is what she had to say in a nutshell.
I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Yeah.
You've officially been deported from Germany.
Yes.
How is Kenya for you?
I love it here. I've been hurt so much by her that even right now when I think about it, I will never forgive her. The moment I came to Kenya and she didn't even like find out if I have an apartment, how I'm doing,
If you have food,
if I have food, even if I reached safely. Just that question, I will never forgive her. I just wanted love. That's where I made the mistake. I just looked for love, nothing else. I was raised up by narcissistic environment, narcissistic parents. I was literally attracting narcissists. So I would think that is love, the love bombing, all that. And then at the end, everything is a lie. So after that, I'm traumatized even now to date. I'm not dating. I don't want to date. The last 3 years, I've not dated, and I'm good. Seeing my child being discriminated.
Really?
Yes, I'll go with her to the playground. Some children would even refuse to play with her because of her skin color. So I was like, I can't watch my child pass through that. German people, they're not that friendly. They're not that friendly.
There was a lot of mixed reactions. So you can see, like, somebody here said, for those asking for the other side of the story, it means to me the girl struggled when she went to Germany and the parents could not cope. So she went to the foster care system, which can make or break a child or a teenager. The system broke her. Also, remember, the mother and the daughter did not really know each other well. As she said, the mother was in Norway and lived with people who did not treat her well. There was no real bond between mother and daughter during her formative years, and that can cause trust issues and lack of understanding. So that's a person who was siding with the STEMI. Another one said, I saw this girl documenting her deportation journey and thought, what a strong lady she is. Those saying this girl rebelled because of children rights need to understand that children rebel because of environmental reasons, not the law. It's evident she had childhood traumas right from Kenya, and it only got worse when she went to Germany because her mom had wrong priorities. You cannot prioritize anyone else over your child and expect the child to respond like an angel. It all stems from parenting. Therapy will help her to heal, though it may be a long journey. She has years of unlearning the negativity from her childhood traumas. That's a person siding with STEMI. Another one said, this story is one that is repeated in many countries abroad. I'm glad somebody is talking about it. The amount of child neglect cases I have seen exactly like this is mad. Kids have been taken by their parents to these countries and died at the hands of their mothers, boyfriends, or husbands. That one sounds like she sides with STEMI. Another one said, I bumped into her channel some weeks back, seeing how she even had to throw some of her belongings as she did not have any support, made me feel like she just needed a hug and somebody to tell her everything will eventually be okay. LYNN, you're absolutely the right hands she has fallen into. That's a supporter. Another one said, I feel bad for her that she didn't even have knowledge of her German immigration documentation and something as important uh, and something as important as that. I know she's young, but living among others in the same situation brings in a picture of what is at stake because that's all that is being talked about. I wish us foreigners would do better and inform each other about these things. Maybe it's because it seemed like she was isolated because when she left her mom's care when she was 14, I don't think there was anyone to advise her about renewing her status. So another one says, listening to this story, she has really gone through a lot and we extend grace. On the other hand, we really need to realize parents are human and they make human mistakes. We grow up idolizing our parents, then we start criticizing to only mature up and realize they are human beings. What they think it's best for a child might not be best for the child at that point. There clearly was a disconnect in communication, but again, communication is two-way. Not to say she didn't communicate, but how will they know if not told? And sometimes what you think is best for a parent, what you think is best for you as a child, a parent may not agree with. And they are right. It is their duty to bring you up in the best way possible they can. It is sad for a parent to wake up one day and categorically choose to hate one kid. But again, no single kids are perfect. We all play a role in challenging our parents, and different parents react differently. Now that she has a kid, she can extend some grace and cultivate a way to fix the relationship. Nothing takes you far like the blessing of a parent. No particular parent is perfect, no particular child is perfect. It's a work in progress kind of relationship, and may God bless all the parents doing the very best. It's a noble responsibility. Then another one said, Lynn, anyone who lives in Germany and knows the reality of some things she's telling you knows there are gaps in this story. I sympathize with her for the tough times, but also sometimes parents let you be when you're difficult. If she reported her mother to Jugendamt, I think that is a child welfare office, I could understand why the mother would not want to see her again. The mother was lucky not to lose her son to the judgment. That's because the mother went on to have another child with her German husband. So that's STEMY's half brother. And under that comment, there are people who said, it looks like you're one of them. A child cannot just randomly report a loving parent to welfare. And this mistreatment happened way before they moved to Germany. There is just an issue between her mother and her biological father, and she's a victim of their failed relationship. Then she went on to answer, you can say what you want, but every story has two sides. Keep on believing one side. I'm that person who listens to both parties before I take sides. Also, some of us have lived such nasty experiences, but at least we own up to the little mistakes we made that were glaringly missing from this story. Even teenagers who did abuse drugs or got pregnant as teens or failed in school because of bad company or made other mistakes do own it, because as a teenager, one is old enough to know right from wrong. So I think this one is condemning STEMY. Then another one says, I agree with you 100%. Only those who have not experienced life in the West would believe this story. I'm a mother in the US with kids around the same age as this girl. I've seen how it can easily go down if the wrong choices are made. For the mother to discourage a relationship between her son and daughter, it tells me that she's fearing the son might be influenced in a certain way. So that's because in the interview she said her mother has not allowed her to meet her half brother, which is a very sad situation. Well, so said before she went to Germany, her mother had left her in Kenya because she went to Norway for a few years. Then she left her under the care of some people who mistreated her. But when she returned back to Kenya, the mother did not care about her complaints because the people who were taking care of her were mistreating her. But the mother carried on entertaining them. So she felt as if the mother did not take her complaints seriously. So shortly after returning from Norway, she got into a relationship with a German national, got pregnant, and then I think they got married. Then she decided to relocate to Germany. So it's at this point that she gave STEMY an ultimatum. She was like, you either go with me to Germany or you stay behind, and I'll leave you in the rural village without assisting you. So she decided to agree to go to Germany, though she didn't really want to, like you've heard in the interview. So when she went to Germany, when she turned like 14, something happened that saw her leave her mom's care because she was adopted by a German family. But when she went to this new family, friction between her and the child in that family developed because it seemed like the adoptive parents were paying more attention to her. So when she turned 16, she had to move out of the adoptive parents' home, started living by herself. But then she finished high school, then got a job offer. But that job offer was for caring for the elderly, which she didn't like because her eyes were set on photography. But because the town was a tiny town, it didn't have opportunities to pursue that profession. So she decided to relocate to a more vibrant town. But at this time, when she was moving from the rural town to the more vibrant town, her visa was almost expiring. So in the process, she couldn't renew her visa, and that's where her immigration challenges began. So she moved on to that vibrant town, but in the process, she met some crafty man, started a romantic relationship with him. The man compounded her problems by impregnating her. And then it turns out this man was actually a family man. So obviously that relationship was heading nowhere. And plus the guy was assaulting her. So she had to leave that relationship, tried to live with some friends. Then she got so desperate that she had to go back and live with this abusive man. So if you want to know further details, check out the interview she did with LYNN, which I told you I'm going to link at the bottom of this video. And also check out her YouTube channel, which is STEMY YELSHA, where she's done several videos on the subject. So my take on this saga is I know the mother must have been struggling financially before she decided to leave Kenya, and that's why she thought emigrating would land her on greener pastures. So she thought the child will also have the same viewpoint, but she was very disappointed by her daughter because it's obvious the daughter didn't share the same sentiments. But then when they went to Germany and she had to be adopted by another family, I suspect somebody must have tipped off the social services department for that removal from the mother's care to take place. And because somebody called social services, I'm sure the mother suspected it's the daughter who put her in trouble. And maybe that's why she decided to distance herself from her. So much so that she doesn't want the girl to meet her half brother, which is a very sad situation. So if you check the comment section on that interview on NGUGI's channel, it seems like most of the people on the comment section who are sort of condemning her are sort of mature people who emigrated in their own volition. So it's good to bear in mind that if you leave Kenya voluntarily, you're more willing to take on any challenges you'll encounter in the new country because that's your decision. But if you're like STEMY, who was sort of forced to leave Kenya, any small challenge you come across will kind of seem like it's more than what it actually is. And because your mind is switched off, you'll be looking for every reason to be against being in that new country. So, but the good thing is, it seems like she's really positive about being deported back to Kenya. It seems like she's not fazed by that fact. So, if you listen to the interview she did with the LYNN, she said the German government didn't just send her empty-handed. They actually offered her some money to start life with. I don't know how much it is, but I think it's a substantial amount of money because that's what she used to um, get an apartment. And I think it's also enough for her to set herself up in business. And the other thing, it seems like she has a very entrepreneurial spirit, which will help her settle in well. So she also revealed before she got deported, the government actually took her for classes to learn about setting up a business. So if she uses the money wisely, there's no reason why she should continue suffering. And there's also the networking that she's begun doing, because given that she's a content creator and she has LYNN contacts, I think she's going to be mentored well. Because if you check her social media platforms, she's got like 16K followers on YouTube. And then she also has over 600,000 followers on TikTok. Then she's also talented because she does makeup, and her makeup is quite unique. So let's just see a sample of what she's capable of doing. Mhm. See, that's very creative. You see how creative she is. So if she channels all her creativity properly, she's going to be able to make a killing. And she also realizes she needs to go for therapy to unpack some of her trauma. So I think she's going to do well. And I can only wish her well, especially now that she has a young girl who is depending on her. So I don't know about what you think of STEMY. Just let me know in the comment section below. Like and share this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.